Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media. You might remember that on January 1st I did a live stream where I made these. So I thought I would just do a video showing you all the steps that went through to making these. And then I'm going to show you how I'm going to actually make mine. Well, okay. This stack is much thinner than this stack. This is I don't like this for being like, if I want to be able to shuffle these, like, because I might want to be able to shuffle these, I can't shuffle these. So I'll show you how I made these, and then I'm gonna show you how I'm making these. I watched Kirsten, Quirky Queen's Journal. She did a thing with the chalk that I thought was cool, and that one's where it's just picked up with iridescent paint and got all the other stuff off the old plate too. So I mean, and I could just use opaques and it would still look cool and be flatter. So if you don't want bulky cards, use paint instead of paper, I guess is what I'm saying. But because I used the black, and you could do this without paint, you could just do the stamping. So for doing stamping on black, you want to use the Distress Oxides because they are opaque, and they are, I should have probably got those out first. That would have made more sense. So let me grab a couple colors. I'll just do some blues. I got tumbled glass and faded jeans here, and I'll just grab some of my stamps that didn't put away last time, so that I have to find them. Actually, these have like some words and stuff on them, so they might be kind of fun. Like if I just use parts of these, you don't have to use your whole stamps. You can use like parts of them. Like I just want to use this part at the top, so I'm just going to ink that part at the top and stick it on there. See, isn't that cool? Okay, I'm going to do that on some of these. Yeah, I don't know why I laid them out, and now I'm just making a mess of them. Let's see, what about some of these words over here? Oh, that's in my way now. I'd be able to see it better if it's not on that too. So I want that over there. I don't really want the mushroom per se. I'm getting everything but the mushroom. And sometimes it's easier to just put the card on the stamp. Who knows? See? We've got some stuff happening. A little bit up in that corner up there. But you can see how the Distress Oxides show up on the dark background, which I think is cool, personally. It's kind of why I went for the black in the first place, because I was like, ooh, I could use my oxides. That'll be fun. Let's get this one out here. I do have round stamps and script stamps, so I could even potentially, you know, just kind of use some of my smaller stamps and do this. But these were on top, so that's why they're getting a bit of a priority here. Alright, that one showed up different because there's still some of the turquoise ink on here, which is not opaque. So that affected how that stamped. I still think it looked kind of cool though. It doesn't matter if I go sideways or upside right. It really doesn't. Alright, and that was the tumbled glass. Let's see how the faded jeans does with maybe a number stamp of some sort. Like I said, I had my stamps out the other day and I did not put them away. Oh, maybe this one here might be nice. This little flowery one, which probably still has some red or purple or something on there that I used, which will probably affect it. But, you know, this is a good way to add something to the background. Especially if you're going to just be putting papers over it, then, you know, you just want something that peeks out from behind the papers. That's all. So, and then I went and I took some paper for the next step. Just found some little scraps. I've got, you know, we've got this nice orangey scrap here. Let's see, which might go nice there. And then on this side, we've got a blue-green scrap, which might be nice there. And also I had layered up my scraps, so like there's like a scrap, and that just, I don't know, it just made them too thick. But this is, you could also do this with ATC size cards. And the reason that mine are not ATC size is size, that's the word, is because I found this box to put them in. And so I kind of made them to fit in here. That one's a little bit big for some reason, but you know, maybe one size. This is just something that little key ring things came in. I gotta figure out how to cover that thing, but so yeah. And then you could ink them, not ink them. So you just put your papers on and then you put your label on. Easy as that. And then you've got prompt cards. So that's how I made those. I've got so if you haven't seen them, these are the ones that I had finished. And the prompts that I'm using are Carrie the Crafter's 101 perpetual prompts. But I think you can see how, you know, the more I kept layering, the thicker these got, and they're a little thick for me. But that's how I made them. Added some, you could add some mark making and whatnot. Now to the ones that I'm going to do paint, I'll do more mark making because that doesn't add bulk. So that's why I made these. I got a whole bunch more that I could potentially make, but I kind of want the flatter ones. So all I do for those is just do a whole sheet on the gel plate. But also I want to show you how I did the, like I had a gel plate a second ago, it's right here, how I did the chalk pastels. So I've got the acrylic chalk pastels and I also have some pan pastels. Ooh, and I've got some black and some iridescent white. So these are the acrylic pastels. And then I have pan pastels, which are all really dark. And I've got a gold. And I have a light yellow somewhere here. I set it in this box and now it's disappeared. So for like the chalk pastels and the pan pastels, you find something for texture. And I will link Kirsten's video that she did down below. She had a bunch of wallpaper and stuff. I don't know what happened to my wallpaper. I had more wallpaper. But this was working when I put pan pastels on that. And did have that one piece of wallpaper. It fell. I saw it fall earlier. I wonder if my fat bunny will work. I know you're calling it a fat bunny. Him, he's my fat bunny. I need to do a gel plate print of my fat bunny and send it to Patricia at PM Artist Studio, because apparently she is doing a fat bunny journal. Alright, I don't know if it'll work on this, the plasticky bit. No, this is too plasticky. This one, well, I'm not sure if it'll work on this one. It worked on my other one because it had paint on it. So, don't do it right on there if you don't want to get little bits everywhere. So you just kind of get your chalks on whatever texture you have. No, slippery texture doesn't work, just so you know. I think that Kirsten used some wallpaper and also some like the fun foam that she made marks in. I should do that. I have fun foam. I know I do. And I think she backed her fun foam on something solid. I might not. And then you just kind of want to, I think she had some stripes in some. This is just a needle sewing, you know, knitting needle. That's what this is. You can use a ballpoint pen. Then you can see what you're doing a little bit better. You just want to get those indentations down in there so that you have some texture on your piece. And she just kind of had strips that she had separate, and I'm thinking that I might just kind of do just different things on this one piece. I can cut it later if I want to. For now, I might just go ahead and just use this one big piece and then maybe add different colors to it. You don't need your pen to actually write on it. If your pen starts running out of ink, because it's probably out of ink, or because it just doesn't like writing on the fun foam, then that's okay. Now circles, it's kind of hard to go all the way around in a circle, so that's why I'm kind of doing half a circle and then half a circle. And then what else? Oh, we can do just the, am I in frame? Probably not. Plus, now that my pen doesn't work anymore, you can't hardly see what I'm doing. Oops, should have gone to the middle with that one. That's alright, I'll make it work. So, you know, just doodle. And if you're not good at doodling, like say you really hate all your doodles no matter what you do, I have an idea. You could probably, like, say I take this heart stamp and stamp it on there. I don't need to stamp it on there super dark or anything. I just need to be able to see it enough. Then I can go ahead and, so you could stamp on it and then trace those stamps. Just remember that's still copyrighted, so you don't really want to, you know, if you're using, especially if you're using like a Tim Holtz stamp or something, you don't want to then digitally try to sell it. That wouldn't be right, just saying. But this gives you options to do some fun things. Yeah, doing round bits on the there we go. It's kind of hard. Okay, so I've got it pretty much, you know, stuff all over it. You saw how I did this one. If I'm gonna do a pan pastel, then I'm gonna make sure it's open. That's always a good thing. Normally I would use like the darker ones because I just like the darker ones. But if I'm going to do this on black, I need it to show. So we'll try the gold. Even though I did not love the gold, maybe I could do layers. Like, I don't know. We'll see. We'll try some gold. See what happens. So you take a sponge. I just have this sponge that I've like cut up. And you just rub it all over. Rub your pan pastel all over. Could even, let's try some different colors and see what happens. Here's my darker ones. There we go. That's a really dark one. That's like a, that might even be the which one is that one? Oh, violet extra dark. Do some green. Surprised it even came out green. Obviously I don't have anything over in that corner. That's okay. This is bigger than my plate, so I'm not too worried about it. And I don't want to dip this color back in my gold, so I'm gonna turn it over and use this other side and get some more gold happening in there. Kind of try not to get the other colors in my gold. There we go. So ideally what should happen is when I press this to my gel plate, it should leave some dust. And then you don't even have to wait for it to dry, you just pick it up. So I will definitely link Kirsten in the description box. If I forget, just yell at me. And like I said, she had it on something more, she had like a cardboard on the back of hers. But that's probably because she also uses them as texture plates to press into her paint. And for that, you do sometimes want to have a nice solid thing. So hopefully you can see that some of that has left on the plate. She was trying to get a vintage look. So if I were to pick this up with like a buff or something like that, it would look really cool. I actually might pick it up with just regular white instead of the iridescent white, or I might pick it up with that, just so that it will show up a little bit more when I pick it up on the black. Because originally I was trying to get not so opaque. You know, I wanted it to still show black, but now I don't care. Now I'm like, I don't care. It can be. Okay, my thing's not turning. There we go. If you get resistance, just make sure that your brayer, that this is brayer by the way, is turning like it's supposed to. Alright, that is a super thin layer. I could have maybe used a little bit more, but it should be fine. And then just want to leave it on for a couple minutes, like 2 to 3 minutes probably. And then, oh, if you're new, this is called a baren, and they're nice to have to burnish down your paper without making a big mess on the back, even though I've already got paint on the back. Sorry, I can avoid that when I cut it down into the sizes. If it matters that much to me. It might not, because, you know, I'm not going to be like, oh, that's the one I want every time, or that's the one I don't. I'm going to be random when I pick them. I'm not going to. It's not like I'm cheating at cards, I guess is what I'm saying. Because the backs, you know, when I'm not looking, the backs are all going to be black. And the prompt side is going to have, you know, this. So, alright, I'll pause for a minute. Alright, let's see. Probably is only on there for a couple of minutes. I don't know. I have no patience, so we'll see. But you can see the colors and the designs from that piece that I made, plus the blue pieces that I had added on there. So, you know, go watch Kirsten, you'll get even, you know, more better ideas. But I was watching her and I was like, ooh, I need to try that. I definitely need to try that. And it's been a while since I've made anything textury with the fun foam. Sometimes I use the cheaper fun foam, but I also have the thicker fun foam. Doing the swirls is a little bit hard, but, you know, not impossible. And then I think you could even get more off of this. Like if I bang it down, maybe. Some of that chalk dust might just fall onto the plate. But, yeah, some of it did. It's still down there a little bit. And, let's see what happens when we pick it up with black this time. So we did have that iridescent gold. There won't be as much of it on there because that was the, I didn't re-ink it, so to speak. I'm not sure what to do with the black. I don't always love a black brayer off, let's put it that way. So I'm just going to got a little bit too much paint, so I need to. And then you want to do this with your brayer, or you're going to get too much texture on your brayer. So you definitely want that. Oh, guess what? Well, I have this iridescent one I'm going to do here because I didn't. So this is going to take more minutes because I'm doing paint on paint, and paint does not stick to paint as quickly as it does to paper. Because paper is porous and paint is not, because paint is essentially plastic. But I really like that look that Kirsten was getting with the pastels, the chalk pastels on the gel plate. Especially like, you know, what I can get with the mesh pieces That's just like you get the cross stitch section. They have like these and the big squares and whatnot. Is where you find that kind of thing. I'm gonna set that aside to dry for a minute because I want it to pick up as much as it can. All right, and then there's a couple options for making a space for your prompts. So you could just go ahead and paint something on there so that your prompt will show up. You can just write regular paint. You don't have to use a Posca pen. You just use a brush and a pen. And then let that dry, and then you can write with any color on there and it'll show up really well. Or you can come in and do the black, and you could use like a white or a gold on there. Also, let's just see what writing with different colors will do on here too, like the white. Well, that was unfortunately. So I know that nature. So the white shows up really well. So I could even just do that on like that one. I hate that that's not even, but that's alright. We'll just pretend that wasn't a problem. That's a weird leaf. But anyway, so on that one it works. But like on this one has a lot more going on it. So if I did if I just did it in white on this, I know some of the words that are in there. It still shows up okay. I think black might do better though. Or even another color like that one does not show up so well. But once it dries, I could go and outline them. Let's try the black this time. Black. That one's blue. What if we just try a Sharpie? Alright, where's my list of prompts? That's my list of prompts. Where's Carrie's list of prompts? It's right here in this basket. All this has been sitting in a basket for a month, waiting for me to finish so that I could actually do some ooh, repetition. I like that word. Alright, I like my writing better with that pen, but it's not really quite as bold as I'd like. That one's not primed yet. I know I have some that are primed, so. This one should be, no, that one's not primed yet. Why do I have so many? Alright, let's try the Stadler one. There we go. I don't know about you, but trying to write over a word I just did never works right for me. The black shows up okay on there though. And like for this one, it's not showing up as much as I'd like, so I'll just take a fine tip. I could either write over it with black or I could outline it. And this is just another way you could do prompt cards if you don't like the bulk. And I realized I don't think I'm going to like the bulk. And I want to get going on my prompt cards, and I keep meaning to do this video, so I'm like, well, now I've done the video, I can go ahead and make my prompt cards and start doing some art journaling. Yay! Aren't you guys so excited to start seeing some of that? So you'll see these in upcoming videos as I pull them out to do prompts. So yeah, I've changed my mind on how I'm going to do the prompts. Oh, and also not getting on there perfect, but we're not going to work. F, we're doing an F, not a T. I almost turned that into a T because I couldn't hardly see it. Because a lot of the chalk pastel that was on there has come up, it's wicked up through that paint, which is not a bad thing. It kind of gives it a cool effect. So that is something to know when you do use the chalk pastels. They will be affected by water and whatnot. So I'm never going to be able to write these all the same anyway, so I might as well just be okay with I might as well just be okay with them all being different. I don't know that this is gonna do anything or not, but I thought, well, if I outline this, maybe it will help the light. I don't think it does. So yeah, that's just a really quick video showing how messy I can write over my other words. Apparently, that's what it feels like now. Just writing messily over my other words that were there before. It's a little bit, there's my weird leaf down here. Can even just come in like that. So yeah, I'm going to keep writing words on these. I'm not sure that I like how that is looking. Also, that got in there and I didn't pull it out right away. So if I use gesso, probably would be a little bit better. Let's see, do some white on this one. Alright, so doing the black in there does help the white stand out more. Why does that word look weird? S-T-A-R-S. That's right, S-T-A-R-S. Looks really weird to me. And then that is that one. Well, it's not dry yet, so there's that. It will help if it dries first. If I let it dry, that'll be even better. So that's kind of what it looks like if you do. I think white gesso would work better because it's not as wet. So yeah, there's some fun ways to just do some prompt cards. They don't have to be, you don't even have to do that. You can just make cards and write the words on them. But you know, if you want a little interest, then you know, gel plate is a good way to go. Or you can, you know, do them like this too. It's whatever makes you happy. Of course, when I do the colors, I can do the actual color when I do the cards. So that's fun because I do have pretty much every color. Let's see, which one would I? Oh, actually, I might want to put purple on the ones that I just have the purple on. So let's go ahead and pull this off. See how it looks. Nothing. I mean, you can see the gold a little bit, but you can't really see it. But that's because I did it black on black, which is not the smartest thing in the world, but it still makes somewhat of an interesting background. You can see some of the lines for the thing. And then for cutting them down, you just, whatever size you want to do. If you want to make them ATC size, make them ATC size. If you want to make them strips, so you can stick them in a cup. Like say you're like me and you like the strips in the cup maybe, but the thought of popsicle sticks just gives you shivers. So, you know, popsicle sticks is not an option. Mine are, to fit my box, are like 3 1/8 by 2 1/4. So yeah, you gel plate the whole piece and then you cut them down. Probably should have been cutting the other one because that would have been. But there, even though there's like not much shows up on there, it's glittery and fun. And then mine, I use my corner rounder and just round on my edges. And let's see. And what I can do is, well, the white will show up here really well. Storm, I like that word. But yeah, the white shows really well on that. Alright, I got it all the way to the right again. We'll just do a little lightning bolt there. Maybe a little lightning bolt over there. Yep, a third one. you know, if your word doesn't come out, or you can, I mean, if you really want to print them out and just glue them on there, you totally could. But that kind of defeats my purpose of making them as flat as possible. So I hope you're inspired to go make your own prompt cards. I will link Terry's 100 perpetual prompts for collage. And I also have like some other prompts that are more like, you know, like pick one, pick two, three, or 1, 2, 3, or 4 of the second group and pick one of this third group. So mine are more like for ephemera. So like this is like the ephemera, and this is something to use on the ephemera, and then this is just kind of a prompt word for your focal point, kind of, sort of, is what mine is. So I will be sure to link both of those. They're both on Ko-fi. No, mine's on Ko-fi. Carrie's is on his blog. Carrie has a blog, so go check out his blog. Carrie the Crafter, Carrie Griffiths. You know who he is. A lot of you came from him, so I know you know who he is. So, yes, yay, a short. I like to have short videos once in a while. So if you're here for the short video, you are free to go. If you like the long videos, you can stick around. I'll just go ahead and make a few here while I figure out what I just did with, oh, I put it behind me. Always putting it in a different place with this. So, you know, if you're like, oh no, it's another long video. Nope, you can go. I showed you the things I wanted to show you. So you are free to go. This is more like, you know how I do the cleanup at the end, and this is just me just kind of hanging out, doing some more stuff. And then you can kind of see also, you know, how it changes when you, oh, and also, I hope I'll be able to get this thing up, because I can see the green is coming off. See that green? That's the chalk pastel. Still giving. You would think that the paint would have, oh, that's not even. Okay, I'm just going to cut it like that. I hate that when I can't get things cut even. That annoys me. It might just be that this part's not quite even. Yep, it is that part. Cut that, the tiniest bit. It's kind of hard to get this straight and even, because if I miss it the first time, I don't have a line that I'm going on. You know what I mean? I'm in between several lines with that. Where the 2 1/4, I've got a line, and I go just inside that line. And then I try to make sure that it's pushed down. How is it 2:30 already? That's my 2:30 alarm that goes off on my watch just to remind me to drink. That's why I started it originally. I don't always remember that it's there. I don't always remember to pay attention to it. Do you see me drinking right now? No. Oh, that's still wet. I don't want that to get all over my... I don't want it... Oh, it's already on there. Ugh, never mind. Why do I even try? I don't know. Right, I need to even up this side. Maybe a little bit off, crookedish. Ooh, definitely want that purple end. So technically the video's over, so I should be able to just be able to calm down and relax, right? You'd think. You'd think I would. Alright, see, some of that did show. I like that. I need to go deeper with that so it'll show better. That's what I need to do. I also need to figure out how to get my words straighter and better, or just not worry about it. Perfection is not everything. I just want a place to pick words so that I can do prompts and do art. I don't have to make this part be all perfect. That's just crazy talk. Alright, I don't have to do that. Alright, this one I wanted to do purple. P. See, I can read it. As long as I can read it. That's the important thing, right? And then this one can be blue. Like could be done. Oh, Nathan's walking around. He's hardly ever walking around. I could have used a wider blue of this particular blue. But no, I had to go and pick up the little one. The little skinny one. I almost said a bad word. But I can read it as long as I can read it, right? That's the important thing. Doesn't have to be all precision and perfection. And maybe, you know, I'll add like mark making and stuff, you know, as I go. Or little circles here, the blue circles. Little blue circles down here. Should I do them 3 places? I hear you, Carrie. Carrie says yes, do them in 3 places. If Patricia was watching, she would also say yes. I don't think she'd make it this far. I've bored her now. I have no doubt. Purple. Let's see. Let's see, some of these little swirlies, I could just go ahead and follow where I can see them. Or I make some of my own. I mean, they are all my own, but you know what I mean. I don't have to just do the ones that I can see. I can add more. Let's see. This one. What do we still need? Oops. I should just go straight through the list and then I won't have to think about it, right? Oh, red. I could be red. I could be blue. I could do this one. Oh, is there one that has more hearts on it? Nope. But I could put a heart on it. If I want red though, then I need to find a red. We'll see how stamping hat goes on that chalk pastel thing. Hey, not bad. Alright. So, stamping is another way to add fun bits without without adding bulk. That's the word. That's what I'm trying to say. So, oh, if you're wondering what this heart is, that is a promotion for February for pmartiststudio.com, which is where my stencil designs and stamp designs are sold. Hopefully by the end of February I'll have 2 more stamp designs, but people keep ordering stamps, and so that keeps putting off that possibility. So I'm not saying don't order stamps. Yes, go order stamps and stencils, go do it, but you know, it does mean that you have to wait for other ones. That's okay. So I bet there's a green in here. Okay, we're trying to go in order, right? So I got the red. Okay. Red and blue. I've definitely got those. I keep forgetting I have those over there. So red and blue. Something, well, let's do all the colors first maybe. Or something of the sea. Something of the sea. That's a lot of words. I think I'll do black. And I'll do a small something of the sea. Do I have any stamps that are of the sea? I don't think that I do. Surprisingly, I don't think that I do. Ooh, but I do have the wallpaper and things. But if I find something that is of the sea, I will let you know. That is not dark enough though. Let me... Oh, that's not going to go well for me to try to write over what I've written. That never goes well. Also, don't know what happens to the pen that I had before that had, oh here it is, that has the medium. Do I want the medium? See, can't even come close. Can't talking right. Alright, so we know it needs to be at least this thick to be able to see it fairly well. Fairly well, fairly well, fairly well, my something friend. I don't remember the words. Polly Wally Doodle all the day. Visual texture. Alright, I like my writing with this pen. The big fat ones, I don't like my writing quite as much. And Floral. I'm going down instead of across. I think he wrote them across. I do have floral stamps, so I could totally. Let's see, this one's kind of florally. Floral. Hey Laurel, how are you floraling? Is this one? Yep. Alright. Floral, floral, floral. 2 little flowers. Oh, that one only has 5. And little centers for the flowers. I know you probably think, surely she'll pick yellow. No, she won't. She'll pick blue. Today, there'll be blue centers. Because she can. Alright, next word. New life. I didn't like that prompt for January either. New beginning. I didn't do the collage prompt. I don't know. Music. Definitely can do music. Sweet music. I hear music everywhere. I have a music stamp. Where is it? I don't know. Do we need to be spending... Nope, here it is. I was like, do we need to be spending 10 hours to find it? Well, maybe we do. A little bit of faded jeans might work. Where do we want to put it? Just maybe on one of these. Then I'll have to let that dry for un momento. Can you see it? Barely. But I know it's there. That's what's important, is that I know it's there. I mean, you can almost see it. It's so subtle, it's a secret. Let that dry for a minute. That'll be music. Romance? No. Heritage? Don't mind heritage. Heritage is going to get you some something from Sweden and Scotland and England for me. Heritage. Don't know what to draw for that. Could put some plaid on there. Face. Nope. I don't want to do face. Door. Oh, I can do door. I don't mind doing door. See, that's the thing. You can pick and choose the prompts you want to do. You don't have to do them all. Industry. Oh, industry. Whatever has become of me. Anybody else think of beaches when they hear industry? Just me? Hand drawn. I know you would think I would like hand drawn, but this is supposed to be the music one. But now I'm going to have to do the music on something else again because I just pulled that one out and did hand drawn on it instead. That's okay. We will find the tumbled glass, which might show up better anyway. Bang, 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 bang. It's all good. Now it is going to bother me a little bit that, you know, these all go this way, but I'm writing on them that way. But I'm not going to let it bother me too much. There are a few of us in this world that like our damask patterns to go up and down and not sideways. If you know, you know. Alright, so that one, I might be able to see it a little bit better. Alright, put that to the side and actually don't write on it. Alright, so these darker ones we're doing white. Transport. The wheels on the bus go round. Yeah, I got a song for everything. Something with wings. I'm just gonna write wings. And I'll probably just use my stamp, my wing stamp, when I want to do something with wings. Not every time. Fruit. Fruit, fruit, fruit. The fruit, the fruit, the fruit. See, it doesn't matter that some of the words are way bigger than some of the other words. It's alright. It's not that big a deal. We don't have to stress about it. And I can make more gel plate prints if I run out. Spring. Spring is like a light... Oh, I'll use one of these and do like a bright... When I think spring, I think bright green. Except for it doesn't think it wants to write for me. Nope, I got another one. I don't think it's primed yet though. Oh, it is. Alright, let's try this one. Spring. Oh, I think bright green when I think spring. Pattern. Well, that's got lines, so that might be good because it's got some pattern. How about just go P-A-T-T-E-R-N. That's a big fat P. Kind of cute, really. Chubby P. Instrument. Alright, still gotta write music on this one. Music, sweet music. I've got music in the air. And instrument. Why did I not put music on that? Because instrument doesn't have to mean a musical instrument. It could mean a compass. It could mean, you know, any kind of instrument. Orange. 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 You're glad I didn't say orange again. Which orange? That's not really orange. I think this is the only... It's a bright orange. On black? No, I don't want to do orange on black. Oh, one of these had a lot of... Oh, here we go. This one has orange on it. So I'm going to use that one. Orange. Pink. Pink is not the worst thing in the world. It's not the best thing either, but it's not the worst thing. I know I'm a little odd. That one has a little bit of pink on it. Also, just because it says pink doesn't mean you have to do pink in your art journal, because there is a woman named Pink who hardly ever wears, I don't know, have you ever actually seen her wear pink? So, you know, you could totally put a picture of pink in your collage. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just added a little bit of pink in the corners here. Frame it out a little bit. There we go. Pink. It's got to dry. Something of the sky. Well, we got this bluiness happening here, and we need the smaller pen for the bigger something of the sky. The pen needs to work better. Alright. Thread or fibers. Thread or fibers. There we go. Your writing doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't even have word or words. Well, for that, I would just go, I need a bright color here. We got one in there. That's, I would just put word, apostrophe, then I would do that if it's word or words, instead of writing out word or words. That's just how I do it. Dance. Dance, dance, dance. Dance, dance, dance. Food. I like food and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. Food gives me a big butt. A memory. Oh, sweet memory. I found you I don't know the words. Mark making. Mark making. Do 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 do. Mark making. That one is really absorbing into the paper. May add something else to that. All right, I'm out of them. No, I'm not. I still have a few more. When I run out, we'll be done. Mark making jewelry. Jewel. All right, I don't know that that's spelled right, and so I have to look that up. Window. From the window to the walls. Need I say more? Let's see. Height. Playing dress up. And fashion. I don't mind fashion. Like I said, I'm not choosing all of them. Let's see. Repetition. Storm. I have to remember that I already did those. So I am gonna stop there. You know, I got not quite halfway through. Down to fashion is where I got to. And you know, let me know if you're going to make the prompt cards, and maybe join me in some art therapy kind of a deal. Art journaling. It doesn't really matter what you use for your art journal. You can make a junk journal to use for your junk journal. Or you could use like one of these kind of deals, like a Dina Wakely. I think it's Dina Wakely. I don't know. You know, Ranger makes these kind of art journals. So you could get something like that. Or you could get like, I think this is a watercolor journal. Yeah, this one's a watercolor journal. So I don't know what I'll do mine in. This might be a good one. And then I'll just do one side, because here's the thing. What if I like something so much that I want to put it up on the wall, but then I can't because I've done it over 2 pages and then done something on the back of it. See, I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to probably do my art journaling just on the one side. And then if I love it and I want to put it, or if I do it on across the page, then the next page I'll leave blank. So that if there's anything that I love so much that I want to put it up on my wall, I can. I want to have options, you know. So this one I think is Arteza, but I can't remember. But there's lots of options. And then like, let's see. Oh, this is my practice art journal, where I was just practicing some stuff that I wish I had written down exactly how I did that, because I haven't been able to replicate that. So, you know, and that I just used an altered book for that. This was a journal, you know, just a blank journal, and I took out a bunch of pages and basically left in the pages that are glued in, and just use that just to make backgrounds and stuff, and do what you want. This is my collage journal, which that's more of a glue book, which I actually am going to leave out because I've got the next collage for Maker's collage prompts to do. You can make a journal totally out of junk. That's what this one is. This is like a junk journal. And then, you know, see, I did like an art journal page here, kind of, sort of. So, you know, it doesn't matter what you use. You can use anything for an art journal. Just have fun with it. I mean, you can even just go out and get yourself a notebook and just, you'll want to take out some pages because it'll get really thick, but, you know, double up some pages. A lot of times you're going to glue collage on your art page first anyway, or you'll gesso it, or you'll do something. So yeah, all right. So yeah, I'm gonna go for real now. And as I do the art journal pages, you will see all the prompts eventually. Have a delightful day, guys. Love you.